Yeah, I think there's a pride in the performance that we put out. I think it was the best race we could have raced today. But also there's like a disappointment that we came here for. It's not the colour we wanted, but we're obviously very, very proud of how we raced and the week we've had. We didn't race well at the start of the week. We built and built and built. We're very honest with each other. Had a pretty kind of, I guess, tense period through the week, and it's just kind of really gratifying to see the guys come together and for us to go out there and to produce a medal-winning performance. Like it's extremely hard. It's extremely hard to make Team GB to go to the Olympic Games, and to stand on the podium and represent is a very proud moment.
Very special. Yeah, I think what I would say, I think it goes for everyone as well, is that we almost could not have taken one more stroke, and for every stroke that we did take, we did it as hard as we could, and we were beaten by two other crews. And although we, as Ollie said, we came to win, we can hold our heads high in that we did put out our best performance on the day.
Yeah, I think obviously there's a lot of turnover after Rio. It's quite a I hesitate to say young because we're not super young, but like in terms of the experience within the team, there weren't that many returners from the Rio team coming to Tokyo. So it's been a pretty steep learning curve for a lot of the team, and we've had, I think, 4th place finishes, which is really, really tough to be around, because like we know how tight they can be, and it's really tough when you're on the wrong end of them. And I think, yeah, like Paris is only 3 years away, and we can use this experience to build and to continue to represent Team GB and British rowing on a really, really high level. We're very, very privileged that we grew up watching very, very successful teams, and that can't be taken for granted. And we know that. You only have to sit on an Olympic start line to know the pressure and the ferocity of the competition. But like, we're just proud to wear the suit, to wear the all-in-one, and get to represent the country, really.
Yeah, no, I'm very excited for the next 3 years, because I think we will have a lot of returners from this year, from this games, and I think this whole experience as a team has been a huge learning curve. I think it's, as Ollie said, we can take it forward. As the kind of youngest member of the crew, I can sort of say that he's almost been like a father figure for the crew. He's definitely been the crew leader and the crew captain, and he obviously, with his experience, he has guided us through this whole process. And I think for him, what was particularly emotional is that he doesn't know whether he will have this chance again. He doesn't know whether he'll have the chance to sit on an Olympic start line and race for a gold medal again. And I think that uncertainty is what maybe kind of was being portrayed.
So, but obviously everyone's got their own narrative. Something we talk about, being a father figure. The guy literally became a father in November, and we all have those pressures of being away from friends and family for the last few months, and bubbling away and just getting our training done, and literally pretty much only seeing the 10 of us, including Steve, our coach, on a day-to-day basis. But like when you've got a young one at home and a wife at home, like that's got to be really, really tough. Like, we can't understand that, but like different people have different pressures in different places, and I think as a group we dealt with it really, really well. Yeah, there were some difficult like kind of moments for people individually, but we were very, very cohesive as a unit in understanding them and giving people the time and the space that they needed. Obviously, the last kind of the year in 2020 with training individually was very, very tough. But it was also like very inspiring to see British records falling on the ergo, and people just leveling up on performances on the machine over like week in, week out. And it was almost a really, like, we created a really, really positive atmosphere of like positive reinforcement and positive competition between the guys. And definitely, like, had we not done that period, I don't think we would have raced the way we did in the last kind of 400 or 500 meters of that race, without having that like individual kind of bank of training that was done in the darkness, like in our own like garage sheds or whatever. So I'm just really, really proud of the performance and the guys, really.
It's obviously very, very special to be part of Team GB. You know, you obviously shift from the British rowing team into Team GB for the Olympics, and I think obviously not that many people get to experience it, and the whole thing has been incredible. But I think for us, obviously our throughout the regatta we've built, our heat was not good, and after that I think we really zeroed in. And although we were hearing about results coming in, we were kind of ultra focused on what we had to go and do. I think that ultimately led to us being able to produce a medal winning performance today. Just a quick thank you to both the NHS for the vaccines that they provided for the whole team, and also for the National Lottery. I don't think we'd be here without them. We definitely wouldn't be here without them. So just, a huge thank you to those two.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you so much for your time.